Here is an American Bandstand Radio Record moment.
Beat of that song. Bump, bump. May I have your name and your age?
Linda Wong, 21.
Dexter Manning's 19.
Dexter, I'm going to ask you and Linda to rate these records between 35 and 98. We've been doing it for about 26 years. Sometimes you're right, sometimes wrong. Take a step back. And this is Mastermind with Hustle Bus Stop. No, it's not hard to see what they gave it. It rounds out to a 77 Mastermind. Judge this one, if you will. It's done by the Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. Got a lot of love in my soul. There you are. Neither one of these records set the world on fire in terms of ratings, but you both seem to like the first one better. Why, Linda?
It's got more beat to it. You could do more movement.
You hear the little whoop, 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 whoop they were doing? If an audience or a mess of people start responding to a record, does that influence you?
Yeah, like at parties, people, you know, they party. They just party and get all loud and stuff now.
I had the feeling if we kept playing that one, they would have liked it even better because they're just starting to get into it. Well, let's see what we have. 77 and a 70 for each of you. We have gifts for you, Dexter. AFS Cricket speakers, which bring the great sound of home stereo into your car. AFS Cricket, innovators in great auto sound. And for Linda from Tally Industries, an AM/FM digital clock, radio by West Clocks, pedestal base, drowse alarm, and automatic sleep selector from West Clocks. And for each of you, Hamilton Beach's new supersized donut maker. Quickly, automatically turns out 2 large donuts, another fast cooker from Hamilton Beach, Scoville. And you can cook donuts until the next time we meet. All right, we'll be back in a moment, right after this.
Bandstand. Oh yes. Coming soon to my YouTube channels.
GSN,
the network for games.
Avoid 7s and 8s, if you please. They're the cards that make you freeze on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
I thank you very much, and welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you here. Well, here's somebody who knows how to play the game. Nancy Manning from, out around my old neck of the woods, Paoli, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Nancy, and now let's get to the cards. Janice and Bettina, if you will, start loading in the cards. As you can see, we have a game in progress with these card charts. Peggy Pazioli, our champion. Hi, Peggy. Good, nice to see you again. You always come out here nervous, and you do so well.
Oh, I'm still nervous.
Well, will you relax a little and tell us again about yourself?
Okay, my name is Peggy Tazioli. I come from a small town, Buttonwillow, California.
Where there are 2 button willows.
There are 2 buttonwillow trees, yes.
Mhm.
I'm married to a farmer, and I have a small daughter, 7, Shauna.
And she gave you good luck charms.
Yes, she did.
And it paid off to the
They
tune of
have been
$9,800 in cash. Right, Peggy?
Yes.
Our challenger is Donna Cadet. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you again. And again, would you remind us about yourself?
Okay, I live in Irvine, California right now, but I'm originally from Rockford, Illinois, and I'm a high school French teacher on leave of absence to take care of my new little baby, and I'm here to prove to my husband that I can be lucky at cards.
Why is that?
Well, we get dressed every morning and we watch the Card Shark show because we have this little TV on our vanity where we're getting dressed. And every morning we play against each other, and he always wins. But I told him that if it was the real game, I would win. So I'm here to win.
I asked. Okay, Donna, nice to have you here. Listen, if he wins, you got to bring him down sometime.
I know, he should have come, right?
That's right. Well, good luck. You both cut your cards in front of the audience. And we are all set to go. We play the best 2 out of 3. We're in the middle of game 1. We've turned over 1 card for each of you. You both have an 8 as your base card now. Not a very good one, but of course, if you win the question, you can change it. And we'll find out who gets the first question. Donna, you get it. We'll find out who wins it after this. We asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever promised a girl a present you knew you would never give her just to get her to say yes?
Oh.
How many bachelors admitted they have?
Well, nobody ever promised me a present just to say yes, but I'm sure some of them do. But I think the number would be fairly low. They would probably give her the present if she'd say yes. So I'm going to say
That's another occupation.
23.
Donna.
23.
23 out of 100 bachelors promised a present they knew they'd never give her just to get her to say yes, Peggy.
It probably does happen a lot, but I think it has to be a lower number than that. Girls don't fall for that.
They won't fall for that.
Yeah.
Huh? So you say lower. Well, if it is lower, you'll play your cards first. If not, it'll be Donna with hers. The actual number of bachelors who promised a girl something just so she'd say yes is 33. Not lower. Well, Donna, you're looking at an 8.
Okay, I'm going to change that one.
Winning the question, you can change it now.
Oh, a little bit better. I'm going to say lower.
Lower than a 9? Yes,
Oh,
a 3.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 3. Oh, yes, a 4.
I'm going to go higher than a 4.
Risking these 2 cards in this one higher? No, 2 is not higher. And you lose every card back to the base card. That's the chance you take. It's a big break for Peggy, who'll play off an 8 and call this.
I'm going to call it lower, Jim.
Lower than the 8? Yes, a 4.
Okay, I'm going to go higher on the 4.
Higher than a 4? A king.
Oh, I love it. Lower on the king.
Lower than the king? A 5.
I'm going to go for it higher.
Trying to go all the way for the win. Higher than a 5? It is the king. Peggy steps in there and wins the game. Janice, if you will set up for game 2 with the same 2 decks of cards. And now you need this game, Donna, if you're going to prove you're better than your husband. Peggy, we start with a question to you. Peggy, we asked 100 men who are married to housewives. If your wife wanted to get a job, would you encourage her or discourage her? How many husbands said they would encourage her to get a job?
As the inflation rate is so high, the dollar isn't worth anything, even though he may be making a good salary. They still, most of the time, need that second income. I'm going to say 80.
80 out of 100 men would say, yeah, I encourage you to get a job. Donna, rather than discourage.
Oh, that's pretty high. I think, though, didn't you say if the wife wanted to on her own?
That's right. They were married to housewives. If your wife wanted to get a job, would you encourage
I think
her or discourage
if
her?
she wanted to, that most husbands would go along with it and would encourage her, so I'll say higher.
Even higher. The actual number of husbands who would encourage their wives to get a job is 58. It is not higher. Peggy. And Peggy starts game 2 with an 8.
Oh, I love it. Lower.
Lower than an ace. A 10.
I'm going to go one more time. Lower.
Risking it lower. A 4.
I'm going to go again higher.
Higher than a 4. A queen.
I've got to go for it on that queen. I'm going to go lower.
Trying to go all the way for the win. Donna,
My husband was right.
your husband was right. Bring him down. Let's see if he can do better. Thank you, Donna. Donna Cadet. Peggy, come on down here. Congratulations. And the farmer's wife does it again. Let's see if she can add to her winnings with the money cards right after this. Way to go. Our champion, Peggy Tazioli, continues her winning ways. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Peg. And once again, of course, you've cut them in front of our audience. And Janice will start dealing them out as we give you $200 of new money on the bottom line. And these 3 cards, bet them as you will, move up to the second level. Another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Remember, your minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet. And there you must risk at least half the money. Peggy, you never relax, but you keep on winning.
I don't know how.
Okay, hang on to the good luck charms.
got it.
Here's $200. You can change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. And you'll start with... a 9.
Oh, please change the 9.
Next card, and you must play this one. A 4.
That's
Good card.
better. I'm going to bet $100 higher.
Half of it, $100 higher than a 4. No. You held back.
That $100 higher.
$100 higher than a 2. Yes, a 3.
I'm going to bet $200 higher.
$200 higher than a 3. Yes, with a 6. Made up for that first miscue very quickly. As we move up to 6, we'll give you the other 200. You have
I'd
600.
like to change the 6, please.
You can change it when you move up. Let's see a good change. That's a good change.
Okay, $600 lower.
All of it $600 lower than an ace. Oh, yes, a
1,200 higher.
$2. $1,200 higher than a 2. A 3 again. Look at those low cards.
I'm going to bet $2,400 that it's higher.
All of it $2,400 higher than a 3. $4,800 and up goes the second ace.
I'm going to bet $4,800 that it's lower.
All or nothing. Lower than an ace. Way to go, Peg.
That was just super.
Oh. Peggy, I think everybody who gets nervous should play the way you do. Have you seen your winnings out there now?
I can't. I don't believe it.
$19,600 in cash for this fine champion. We'll be back with a new challenger right after this. Oh, you're Time to defend the title. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Dick Lindsay. Hello, Dick. Good to have you here. I'm fine. Tell us about yourself, sir.
My name's Dick Lindsay, Jim. I live in Newport Beach. I'm married, and my wife and I are on an extended vacation. I'm an iron worker by trade.
So you're taking some time off, just going to vacation?
At least a year. We're going to try to go for a year.
Isn't that nice?
It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Good. Well, we're happy to have you here with us, and you've cut
thank
your
you.
cards?
Yes, I did.
Then we're all set to go. Good luck to you, Dick. As we start with a question to Peggy. Peggy, we found 100 women who got a divorce within the past year, and we asked them, are you paying alimony to your ex-husband? How many divorced women said they are paying their ex-husband alimony?
Judges are granting that a lot now. If the woman makes more money than the man, usually the husband can get alimony. But I think that not that many women actually make more than their husbands, so a pretty low number, 13.
13 out of 100 women are paying alimony to their ex-husband, Dick.
Jim, I think that number is going to be a little higher, and I think because a lot of women, aren't making that kind of money, and I think that it will be higher.
So the question is, how many divorced women said they are paying alimony to their ex-husband?
Oh, they are paying alimony to their husbands. Gee, I think that's going to be lower yet.
All right, we never want to confuse your answer. As long as we have it right from you, say lower. The actual number of divorced women who are paying alimony is 0. Absolutely none.
That's great. That's great.
And, Dick, you start off with an 8.
Oh, no, Jim, I want to change that card, definitely.
Changing the 8 to a 10.
A little bit better card. I'm going to say the next card is lower.
Lower than a 10. It is a 4.
Real good card. Great card. I'm going to go a little higher, please.
Higher than the 4, a queen.
Oh, good card. I'm going to go on and say lower.
Lower than the queen. Oh, no, another queen is not lower. And And back to the base card goes Dick, giving Peggy a chance with an
Oh,
ace.
yeah, lower.
Lower than the ace, a 9.
I'm going to freeze the 9, Jim.
And we move over the freeze bar as Janice fills in the spaces. Dick, here's your first question. Dick, we asked 100 bachelors, while out on a date, has a girl ever excused herself to go to the ladies' room and never came back? How many bachelors said that's happened to them?
Well, I hope that hasn't happened to too many bachelors. It would be an awful thing, especially to your ego. I'm going to say that.
An awful full ladies' room, too, wouldn't it?
Yes. I think that's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say 11.
11 out of 100 bachelors have had a girl take off for the ladies' room and never come back, Peggy.
I can't believe women are that cruel to leave the poor guy sitting there. I can't believe that happens, even that much. I'm going to go even lower.
Even lower than
Yeah.
that. Gene Wood doesn't share your opinion. He started laughing over there. The heck, they're not that cruel. The actual number of bachelors who've had a date go to the ladies' room and never come back is 12. It is not lower, Dick.
All right.
Dick was very close to being right on. Dick, you got a 10.
Change that card, please.
Now you can change it, and it's a 7.
Oh, not quite so good a card. I'm going to go with the odds and say higher.
Higher than a 7. No, a 4. Again, Peggy with a free chance off the 9.
Okay, I'm going to go lower on the 9.
Lower than the 9. A 4.
Okay, I'm going to go higher on the 4.
Higher than the 4. A 6.
I'm going to go for it higher.
For the first game of the match, higher than a 6.
Yeah!
Peggy wins game 1 and $100. Well, Janice will deal out the same 2 decks of cards. And Peggy, that's happened a lot of times.
Yeah.
When someone makes one mistake against you, you just pounce on them there.
Oh, it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. Pouncing is fun. Here come the cards. And the question to you, Peggy. Peggy, we asked 100 married women. Now, which would bother you more? Having your husband come home late at night reeking of booze or reeking of perfume? How many women said it would bother them more if he smelled of perfume?
My husband wouldn't come home smelling perfume. It would be all over for him.
Talk about pouncing, right?
Pounce. Wait a minute. I
Yes.
gotta hear that
How
again.
many women said it would bother them more if he smelled of perfume?
5.
5.
Oh, no, wait. 95.
95. Dick, what do you think? She says 95 out of 100 would be more bothered with the perfume.
I think a lot of women would really be upset, but I'm going to say that number is lower.
Lower. The actual number of married women who said it would bother them more if their husband smelled of perfume is 67. It is lower, Dick. And Dick, you need this game starting with a 3.
Oh, 3 great cards, Jim. Higher.
Higher than a 3, a 9.
Oh, a 9. I'm going to freeze on that 9.
Now, Dick freezes, taking the 1-card advantage. And the next question goes to you, Dick. Dick, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do advice to the lovelorn columns, such as Dear Addie, really help the people who read them? How many psychiatrists said advice columns do help the people who read them?
Gee, I don't know if it really helps them or not, but a lot of people follow that advice. I know a lot of people read the different columnists that have advice to lovelorn. I'm going to think that they would think it probably does, and I'm going to say 54.
Dick says that 54 out of 100 psychiatrists said yes, the advice does help the person who reads it.
I won't miss. There's one advice column that I never miss. And I know by reading the column a lot that she consults professionals all the time. It has to be higher.
Higher. The actual number of psychiatrists who said advice columns really do help their readers is 69. You're right, Peggy. It is higher. And Peggy starts game 2 with a king.
Oh, yeah, good card. Lower.
Lower than a king. Oh, no, an ace. Well, that's rare when the cards fail Peggy. Dick with a 9. Call
I'm
this.
going to go with the odds and call that card lower.
Lower than a 9. No! Also an ace. Couldn't take advantage of it. And the question to you, Peggy. Peggy, we asked 100 16-year-old boys in New Jersey. Have your parents ever made you get your hair cut when you didn't want to? How many 16-year-old boys said their parents have made them get their hair cut?
I know the style is all the long hair, but I know too many parents that have boys with hair down to there, and they hate it. They do make them. 65.
65 out of 100 said, yeah, get your hair cut.
Jim, I'm going to say that my folks made me get a haircut once, and I think that holds true for most everybody. I'm going to say it's even higher than
Even
that.
higher. The actual number of 16-year-old boys whose parents have made them get their hair cut is 70. It's higher. Dick, yes.
Change that 9, Jim. I'm tired of looking at it.
Dick wants to get rid of the 9.
Oh, much better card. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the jack. A 6.
Oh, good card. I am going to freeze on that card.
Losing it. Now, Dick needs 2 cards. Peggy needs 4. We are at sudden death. Someone has to win with the next play of the cards. But first, we'll be right back. Well, let's set things up now because we're at sudden death. Peggy has a king turned over. She needs 4 cards. Dick has moved over now with a 6, needing 2 cards. Peggy's got the first game. Dick needs this one. Sudden death right away. And I'll turn... Look how nervous I made myself. I'm dropping the cards there. The answers aren't on them, incidentally. Dick, the question goes to you. Our man on the street went to Italy, where he asked 100 men in Milan, do you support the woman's liberation movement? How many Italian men said, yes, they do?
Oh, I don't think that the Italian men do. They're so macho with their women. I'm going to say it's a very low number. I'm going to say 18.
18 out of 100 Italian men said, yes, they do support the women's liberation movement. Peggy?
Being married to an Italian and knowing his feelings on that, I'm going to even go lower.
Even lower than that. This decides control of that board. The actual number of Italian men who support women's liberation is 65. It is not lower. Dick, you've got control. Now, Dick, it is sudden death. You've got a 6. You need 2 cards. Peggy's got a king. She needs 4. You want to play it or pass
force
it?
my worthy opponent into playing.
All right, Peggy, turn over all 4 cards, and you've got the championship, but make one mistake, and Dick has tied it up with a king. Call this.
Lower.
Lower than a king. It is an 8.
Lower again.
Lower than the 8. No, a queen is not lower. Dick ties up the match. And Dick wins sudden death. We are tied at 1-1. Now each player with 1 game and $100 and a tiebreaker with 3 cards and 3 questions. Question to you, Peggy. Peggy, we asked 100 housewives across the country, do you have any special recipes that you refuse to share with anyone? How many housewives do have recipes they refuse to share?
I'm not that great a cook, but I have an aunt that is, and she won't part with them for anybody, not even me. It's going to be a high number, 70.
70 out of 100 are keeping a secret recipe, Dick.
My grandmother was a really good cook, and my mom, and they've always shared their recipes, so I'm going to say it'd be a little lower than that.
Lower. The actual number of housewives who have recipes they refuse to share is 11. Very much lower, Dick. Your aunt got you in trouble on that one, Peggy. And Dick has a jack.
A jack's a good card. I'm going to keep it and play it lower.
Lower than the jack. Oh, no, another jack. And Peggy gets a free chance to play a 7.
I'm going to go higher on the 7.
Higher than a 7. No, a 2. That's the first time I can remember when Peggy didn't take advantage of it. And now, question to you, Dick. We asked 100 men, are you a good liar? How many men said yes, they are good liars?
Oh, I think most men are good liars. I've stretched the truth a couple of times. I'm going to say 82.
82 out of 100 are good liars, Peggy.
A lot of them probably think they are, but I can tell when my husband's lying. He can't look me in the eye. I'm going to go lower.
Lower.
I don't think that many think they're
The
bad.
actual number of men who, if they can be believed, are good liars is 56. It's lower, Peggy.
I'd like to change the 7, Jim.
Winning the question, Peggy gets rid of the 7 with a jack.
Okay,
also.
okay, better card. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a jack. No! The double jack. Dick, you've got a jack to call this one.
Oh, it's got to be lower, Jim.
Lower than the jack. No! The queen is not lower. Sudden death coming up now. We're all tied up, and we've got to take time out for a message. Oh, boy. We're tied, and we are at sudden death in the tiebreaker, and here we go, down to 1 question. Peggy, our man on the street went to a supermarket here in Burbank, California, and he asked 100 women who were shopping, has a man ever made a pass at you in the supermarket? How many women said yes?
25.
25. Dick, higher
I've
or
done it
lower?
myself. I think it's going to be higher.
Even higher. The actual number of women shoppers who've had a man make a pass at them in the market is 8. It is not higher. Peggy, you've got control.
Pass it to Dick.
You're going to pass it to Dick even before I get here. Dick, turn them both
I'm
over.
gonna
You are
say
the
the
new
next
champion.
card's
Make
lower,
one
Jim.
mistake and Peggy wins it.
Next card's
Lower than the jack. It is a 3.
next card's higher, Jim.
Higher for the championship. Yes! And Peggy, we have to say goodbye to a great champion. $19,700, Peggy. Congratulations. And Dick, come on down here with me, and he'll play the money cards on our next Card Sharks. Bye-bye. Congratulations.
It's a big world, full of weird food, odd customs, and strange hats. Thank goodness we all speak the same language. money.
Next time I play against you, I'm hiring my own translator.
That's why 5 players from across the globe gathered at the World Blackjack Tour to compete for cash,
$50,000.
honor,
Blackjack.
and of course, national pride. The World Blackjack Tour, Monday night at 10 p.m., 9 Central, only on GSN.
I'm going to go with the odds.